pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, a couple of events that have happened from yesterday down to this point. Protest, I can tell you, has broken out in Lagos State, I think Ogun, Lagos Road, because of the fact that they are trying to extort the people. It is quite unfortunate that we are in a system now where they tell us it's legal, but at the end of the day, it's criminality and extortion. We saw the issue of INEC. INEC is now NAFDAC. NAFDAC is now coming out to say, these people after they expose the 700,000, theft. As far as I'm concerned, that's theft. They are trying to extort from the people that have shops in that Onitsha drug market. They came out to say, it's because they don't have windows in their shop. Lies upon lies. Now you are extorting taxi drivers. And I told you, I said eventually if they keep quiet about this toll gate money collection, they'll keep increasing it until a time will come when everything you work for, you pay it in the toll gate. And that is why the people have decided to shut down the roads and all that. That is while that is happening. We saw an expose yesterday from the daughter of the governor of Akwa Ibom. That was deep. In fact, she went further to say the governor actually used the mother, but he cannot use her. I'm going to be showing you that expose too, so that you can actually see what is going down. But let me dive into basics. Professor Usman came out to make some very valid points in a function that he attended. And I can tell you that this is one person that has been very, very vocal, even during the time of Buhari, as speaking truth to power about the failures of these people that are in power. And I can tell you that he came out, he's been on Tinubu's neck, even after they went to go and mess him up. EFCC had to come and pick him up. We all know the antics of EFCC. Whenever a politician is hitting hard on the government, before you know, they will go and open his file and remember that he actually worked with the government to let us check whether there are one or two magu that we can tie around him and mess him up. We saw that with a couple of northern, very vocal, chieftains and lawmakers and all that. A lot of people that have been able to open up their mouths and say stuffs have been messed up. But this professor, even after coming out, he's still very, very, very vocal and calling it the way it. In fact, he's more dangerous now than before. Let me allow you to listen. When I come back, we'll continue.
Today, 2 years ago, also marks the midpoint into President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's first term. A term which so far has been deeply unpopular, a tribalistic, not inclusive, divisive, recklessly run, self-serving, propaganda-fueled, corruption-ridden, hardships inflicting, and state capturing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all here for one thing and one thing alone, because we love this country. This country that has given my generation more than we can ever give back. And I tell my children how we grew up, they never believe it. And we all have choices in life. Many of us can go elsewhere, many of us have this and that and that. 99.99999% of Nigerians do not have that choices. And that's why we are in this. Many people ask me, hey, you're a doctor, why are you in this? Why didn't you? And I tell them a very famous pathologist that said, medicine is a social science, but politics is medicine on a larger scale. We see the sufferings of our people. We see the sufferings of our people in hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, in hospital today, for any diagnosis a patient comes to you, the one diagnosis is hunger. If a woman comes pregnant, underneath that is hunger. A child with malaria, underneath that is hunger. In a country of plenty, in a country we know has the potential to take care of everybody just like it took care of us. I tell my children, in my household, there are 3 people we pray for every day after our 5 daily prayers. But when our parents departed, they brought us up well. We were raised well. Our teachers, they taught us well. From the village primary schools we went into the world and competed favorably in some of the best centers in the world.
Now you've seen it, right? Yes, this is him actually exposing, speaking truth to power. In fact, he was with Dati's brother when Dati's brother made the clear statement that the North is going to decide who they are going to back or who they are going to stand behind. And if anything like rigging or anything, election malpractice happen, it might be the end of Nigeria. He was actually with Dati's brother when Dati's brother made that statement. And then you can see how very, very vocal he is. It's quite unfortunate that we are still in a place where people are still praising what Tinubu is doing. For those that have refused to join the cycle funds and have refused to celebrate mediocrity, they are coming out to speak the truth to power. There is nothing you can actually trace to this government that is positive since when they came into power, and it's quite unfortunate. In fact, they have jumped from blame games. First of all, they started with promises, they left promises, they enter blame games. Now they are actually living in Disneyland, illusion that they are doing well. So they'll come out and say, oh, boldly we are doing well. And it's quite unfortunate that whenever you see somebody coming to defend them, the person is confused. No matter the level of IQ that you have, once you come to defend the APC and Tinubu's government, you sound very foolish, because at the end of the day, it's because you will not have what to say. You will just say, see Byron Onuga's interview yesterday, I really don't want to put all those things, I don't want to bore you, but this is the issue. It's total failure. And it's quite unfortunate that when people are calling it for what it is, they begin threatening the people. At least now we've seen that thing has reduced, where if people talk, before you know, the police will go and carry them. Before you know, DSS will start looking for them. Before you know, this one, that one, we have found out that they have it has toned down seriously. But the truth has to be said, no matter what happens. No matter how we try to drive the narrative that Northerners, anytime a Southerner is a president, that is when their venom will start coming out. Yes, who stopped you when the Northerner was a president? Why didn't you bring out your own venom? Professor Usman is saying the truth, and the truth is just out there. There's no way you can even debate it. Now, let me show you the expose of the daughter of the Akwa Ibom governor, and then the protest. And when I come back, we'll wrap this up.
My name is Jane Ididion who fought SSA to the governor on health, safety, and environment. Daddy, I'll send this particular post to only you. Please, let us talk before this thing destroys. You cannot. I'm not a sacrifice. Mommy was. I'm not. Mommy was. I am not. If I give you few minutes, don't work. I've posted this to everywhere. Tell Grandpa, finish talking, talk to Grandpa.
So they'll keep breaking and breaking.
So Grandpa, do you want them to kill us?
So Grandpa, do you want them to kill us?
Oh, do you want them to die like my brother died? Do you want them to die like my baby brother died? Ask him.
I want them to die like my baby brother.
Good.
died.
Hey, hallelujah. If I die today or my daughter dies, Akimini. If we die because God is exposing the truth, so be it. But my blood will not go scot-free. Please share this thing. I'm more interested in my life.
Now the headlines. Breaking. Protest erupts as residents block EPA, Ijebu-Ode Expressway. Now let's get into the details of this. Now it reads, residents have taken to the street in protest against newly introduced toll charges along the Ijebu-Ode Mojuda Epa Expressway, the road which links Ogun to Lagos State. Politics Nigeria reports that the demonstrators have barricaded the busy dual carriageway with tires, logs, and planks, halting vehicular movements. The protest began near the ferry axis of the expressway and has spread towards Mojoda in Ekpa, Lagos, causing heavy traffic congestion. Chanting solidarity songs and waving placards, the protesters expressed frustration over what they described as exploitative toll fee imposed by the Ogun State government. A trailer driver caught in the gridlock decried the toll as unsustainable for transporters already grappling with high operating costs. I paid 3,000 just this early morning. How much are we making that they want to collect everything from us? He lamented. Another protester, identified as Mr. Odinaka, a commercial driver en route to the east, voiced his anger while joining the demonstration. I am traveling, but I will stay here and join them to protest. They have to stop embezzling money from the poor citizens of Nigeria who are struggling to survive, he said. Now you can actually see that, right? Why the people are grappling, with the realities of the hardship and trying as much as possible to survive. These guys keep pressing their necks some more, looking for how to extort, looking for how to mess them up. And this event is all over. We see, NAFDAC coming to collect 700,000 from traders before they can open their shops. We see a lot of despicable things happening in the name of actually just, in fact, clear extortion. Let me put it that way. Let's get back to the video and continue. Now, you've seen it, right? Yes, that is a deep, accusation. And I can tell you that sooner than later, you'll see a narrative will come out and say, she's mentally not okay. She's having some mental disorder. She's doing this one. They will find a way to actually make it soft and make it not to make sense. But are these things, not out there? We've seen a couple. Recently, we saw a native doctor in Enugu State that was caught because that day he cop don food. So he go carry small girl, we start to shout and they go catch her. When they opened his sock away, you see people's dead bodies. And he ran away. Enugu State had to bring down his building and they caught him. In fact, when they caught him, the person, the custom, or is it the custom or is it immigration officer, I can't remember, that caught him on the way running out of the country. He actually gave the man 10 million. Promised to give him 10 million there and, some stuffs, and the man rejected it. Kudos to that officer. So we have seen all this whole thing, play out. It's not new. And then you can see the issue of the protest. The people are becoming fed up. In fact, the people are fed up. What am I saying? The funny thing is how these guys want to drain the people even after plunging them into this kind of suffer. You come to the banks, you see some kind of levy, some kind of fee that are unbelievable. Recently, what is his name? Tony Elumelu was doing yoga. And a young man warned Tony Elumelu. He said, stop doing that yoga. Before we come and hear now that there is death fee, sickness fee. You come and increase all the charges, sickness charges, death charges and all that. The thing is becoming too much. When you turn around here, they are not allowing you breathe. You turn here, nobody is actually, they are increasing the suffer and then they are tasking the people to death. A taxi driver will run through. He will first meet Agboro. He will salt them. You will meet Togate. You will salt them. You will do a lot. By the time you are done, plus how high the price of fuel is and everything, by the time you are done, you realize that your money you even gain is nothing to write home about. Is it the issue of NAFDAC with Onisha market, medicine market traders extorting 700,000 and say then it was supposed to be 7 million, but we brought it down. Now they went there to go and start giving a very funny narrative that the shops don't have windows, and those shops, because they don't have windows, they're supposed to be ventilation. A huge door that is completely open. You say window. They are just looking for ways to keep extorting Nigerians, even when Nigerians are struggling to make two ends meet. Any opportunity they have, they want to collect from the people. These are the criminalities we are talking about. While them that are up there just enjoying the commonwealth of the nation, borrowing and spending lavishly. You can't trace any, for 2 years now, all the money you have borrowed. Please, where is the project they have, apart from that, they will tell you coastal highway. That is just some few meters they have done. Or some few kilometers, I don't know. That is why when I tell you that the government is not really there for the people. They are there for their selfish ambition. They are driven by their own, thirst for power, and that is it. Any other thing doesn't matter to them. If you not like, gonna die. If you not like, gonna do all right. In fact, they will look for a way to actually collect from you guys and make sure that as they are throwing people into poverty, they are making sure that they still collect from the ones that are even getting small, so that they can plunge everybody into that poverty. Everybody must be poor in this country. That's the move. Nothing more, nothing less. Let me drop this here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thanks for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.